Can you please stand for the national anthem?
Okay, good job. It's up there.
Oh, yeah, above us.
Go ahead. Say, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay, ready? You say it now and then. Ready, go.
Okay.
Say it and here we go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
Hold on.
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Mine thing?
Yep, you're up.
Good morning. Would you please? No, we won't stay. Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Joe Haney. I'm the principal at Northeastern Intermediate. I'm really the very fortunate principal of Northeastern Intermediate. I'm grateful to have been able to work with all of your children, your grandchildren, nieces and nephews, brothers and sisters. It really is an honor to be part of this group of students and really to be part of this school. So students, first of all, welcome. This is our 8th grade awards day program, and getting to this point has been filled with many obstacles, but you made it. And today we are going to recognize all of you for completing your intermediate school years, but really we're celebrating. We're celebrating the official start of you. Get used to those bells. We're celebrating the official start of you becoming high school freshmen. You are now, well, at the end of the ceremony, you're going to be the Scranton High School class of 2025. It's really amazing. So, over the last 3 years, we certainly have not been in person as much as we would have expected a few years ago. Not only did we have the COVID issue, which everyone dealt with, but prior to that, we were dealing with the building environmental concerns, which led to us being split up into 2 different buildings. And last year, as the 7th graders, you guys were literally split up into 2 different buildings. So it made it a challenge. But I'll tell you what, when you came into Northeast, there were a lot of things that you came with, a lot of values that your parents really imparted to you, and our goal was to build upon that, to help you get from where your parents took you, to reinforce that on a regular basis, and really more than anything, to make sure you learned to treat each other with respect, with kindness, and with compassion. Because it's not a matter of where you go in life and how much money you make. It's really about the person you are. And over the last 3 years, all of you have grown so much in that way. And you change from people who it's very easy to be defined by how everyone else wants you to be, to people who define yourselves the way you want to be, the person you want to be. And you've all reached that level. And we're truly so proud of where you've come and how much you've accomplished over the last 3 years, in spite of all the challenges that you faced. One of the things I told you, if you remember when Mr. Bucket and I brought you into the assembly at the beginning of your 6th grade year, We talked to you about all the rules and procedures of the school. But one of the things that we really stressed towards the end of our conversation was we wanted to make sure you understood that over the next 3 years, we're going to look out for each other. We're going to take care of each other. And in a sense, we're going to become like a school family. And you know what? You have become part of that school family. You are now our Northeast family. And not only do I ask you as you go into the high school to look out for one another, to make sure you assist one another if you see that they're having trouble, just like we asked you to do when you came to Northeast. But I want you to know that whatever you need, if there's anything we can ever help you with, please come back to us. You know how to reach us through email. You know how to call the school. Any of the teachers, any of the administrators, anything that we can do to help you, we're going to be there for you. One of the greatest things that's happened over the last couple of years, we actually have 2 staff members, Ms. Devereaux and Ms. Scholde, who are teachers in our building, but who sat right here where you're sitting as students, Northeast students. And that's what we want. We want you guys to always feel welcome coming back to us for anything we can ever do for you. You've accomplished a great deal, and for that, we're very grateful. At this point, I want to again congratulate all of you. Thank you for 3 wonderful years, even though they were crazy. And I wish all of you the best of luck as you go on to high school. Thank you.
Good morning, and welcome to our ceremony today. I'm Angela Stefani, 8th grade advisor, one of them, and I would like just to take a minute and discuss all the obstacles that these students have gone through in the past 3 years. They have overcome so much, and we are so proud of them and honored that we can do this and give them this opportunity to be recognized today. I'd also like to introduce Mrs. Nicastro, one of our other 8th grade advisors.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anna Castro. I'm the 8th grade math teacher and one of the 8th grade class advisors. I had the pleasure of knowing many people in this class for 2 years, as I had many of them in 7th grade and then some of them again in 8th grade. So it's been an exciting and fun year with all the craziness. And at this moment, I'd like to bring up one of the students I had for 2 years, who was our class president, Henry.
Hello, 8th graders. The past 3 years of middle school have not been normal by any means. 6th grade was the start of our journey. We each walked into Northeast Intermediate only knowing our elementary school friends and classmates. We had to adjust to the size of the enormous building, our new schedules, longer school days, and much more. Before we knew it, we made new friends, met many new teachers, joined clubs, enjoyed dances and Panther parties, and went to Knoebels on our class trip. This year was great, and we didn't face too many challenges as 6th graders. Going into 7th grade was exciting. We caught up with friends, were introduced to new teachers, and had opportunities to try out for sports. About halfway through the year, we faced challenges. We found out the school was going to be closed, and we had to move to South and West Intermediate. Our grade was the only grade being separated by teams. It was reassuring that we still had our friends and teachers with us, but also hard because some of our friends were now at a different school. Not long after that, we were told that we were getting 2 weeks off of school. At the time, 2 weeks off sounded great. 2 weeks turned into the rest of 7th grade and almost the entire 8th grade year. This year brought a new set of challenges for all of us. This year, while learning from home, we encountered school in a way that we were not used to. All of our work was completed on computers, while our teachers delivered their lessons and instruction on Meets with videos. It was not easy adjusting to the way we had to learn. We missed school, the daily routine, our friends, and normal everyday life. Sports resumed, but games, meets, and matches looked and felt quite different. Once we found out that we were returning back to school in person, it was on a hybrid schedule. Even though it was only for 2 days a week, it was better than missing out on the rest of our 8th grade year. Slowly, things seemed like they were going back to normal. I think these 3 years have taught us all a great deal. We learned meaningful lessons such as not taking things for granted, appreciating the things we have, the importance of patience, and how to deal with and overcome obstacles and challenges. We have realized that we can achieve anything, no matter how difficult. We are also fortunate to have made new friendships and lasting memories while at Northeast. I'd like to say thank you to all the teachers who have helped, supported, and cared for us for all of us during our years at Northeast. You prepared us for the next chapter in our lives. Thank you to Mr. Haney, our guidance counselors, and staff members for your guidance and support. As we get ready to say goodbye to middle school and are excited to start a new adventure, I am proud and grateful to have been a Northeast Panther. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, what I'm going to do is take the opportunity to introduce each of our students here that's moving on to the high school. Students, as I call your name, if you would stand, and then as I call the next person's name, if you would sit down, and then the next person would stand. We just want to make sure your parents have a chance to take a picture. Okay, the 8th graders of Northeast Intermediate School, Caesar Augusto, Carlos Alicia Padilla, Ava Alt, Dhruv Amin, David Arneal, Selena Arzan, Joseph Ayala, Henry Bartleba, Thomas Bartleba, Miranda Bailey, Karis Bennett, Michael Bernatsky, Lucian Balola, Gabriel Bonilla, Liz Breglia, Jaden Bush, Treb Cacao, Kagan Calpin, Elijah Capel, Jaden Capone, Dylan Barry. Sorry about that, Dylan. Okay. Elianis Cabrera Valles. Mia Carashalo. Zach Esposito. Rocco Cipriano. Brianna Colazzo. Donovan Cordaro. Christopher Cordero. Raina Lynn Crespo. Jacora Crowder. Armand Cruz. Maxwell D'Angelo. Jaden Capone. Sorry, Jay, I thought I called you. Okay. Just forgive us. We're working off of getting kids into the last minute, so we want to make sure some kids just arrived later, so we want to make sure we get everyone here. Jalen Cadora. Yep. Okay. All right. Apologize for that. Okay, so we have Maxwell D'Angelo, Beleza David, Christian de Oliveira. Catherine Doherty. Damian Edwards. Matthew Elliott. Anthony Figueroa Rivera. Carmelo Flores. Jana Fritz. Nathan Fuller. Molly Gaffney. Prajal Gajmer. Egypt Garcia Diaz. Kathleen Gergo. Arena Glan. Brandon Gockley. Damian Gomez. Desiree Grosner. Isabel Guerrera. Akea Harrison. Jared Hart. Carrie Hartman. Catherine Hill. Matthew Hill. Matthew Horvath. Landon Hughes. Amanda Igo. Nevaeh Jablonski. Alicia Jackson. Alexa Jackson Fisher. Sadhu Jallo. Julius Jeanette. Jacob Johnson. Aaron Juarez. Kevin Juarez. Evan Juice. Thor Kelly. Haley Kennelly. Brooke Kohat. Liam Lear. Mariah McCavish. Amaya Maglioli. Joseph Maloney. Alexa Martinez. Nixon Martinez. Myasia Massey. Nathan Matasavage. Sundri Mata Cruz. Lily Matthews. Claire McGrath. Lincoln McIver. Yasan McCrae. Declan Moran. Aiden Nolan. Leah Pacheco. Elijah Pagan. Tamara Parker. Gauri Patel. Krissa Patel. Mansi Patel. Trisha Patel. Nicholas Petruski. Javante Pinto. Michaela Pompey. Ryan Prothero. Alasia Purnell. Righteous Radis. Colin Reynolds. Brody Riley. Rachel Rios. Matthew Rivera. Natalia Roberts. Isaiah Rogers. Jacob Rolone. Ariana Sadiq. Angela Sanchez. Jane Schwartz. Maggie Scaris. Iana Smith. Logan Smith. Nelvinson Tiburcio. Nevaeh Tompkins. Nicholas Tunis. Wanda Valise Valentine. Brian Villagomez. Esmeralda Villanueva. Logan Wallers. Michaela Webb. Savion Wilson. Cauldron Walcott. Shane Wolf. Shania Wolf. Christian Yanez. Serenity Yuhas. Ugandra Kami. Henry Perez. Jesus Isidro. Noah Shavlin.
Caitlin Standish. Caitlin Standish.
Louis Olmo. And Caitlin Standish. Okay. The future Scranton High School class of 2025. You want me to do the academic awards first, the 95 to do that, and then you'll do your awards? Okay, at this point, we're going to start announcing some of the awards. So one of the first things we're going to do is recognize students who attained a 95 or higher average in their classes or on their team. So what I will ask to do is I'll read through the list of the students. If your name is called, if you could please stand when your name is called. These are the students who received a 95 or higher average for the year in algebra class. The following students, please stand. Ava Alt, Henry Bartlebaugh, Liz Breglia. You can remain standing. Okay, Liz Breglia, Treb Cacao, Mia Caracciolo, Molly Gaffney, Amanda Igo, Sadhu Jalot, Catherine Hill, Matthew Hill, Isabel Lydell, and Declan Moran. 95 or higher average in algebra. Thank you. These students attained a 95 or higher average for the year in math. Dhruv Amin, Thomas Bartlebaugh, Rocco Cipriano, Armand Cruz, Mansi Patel, Trisha Patel, Wyatt Pertuit, Iana Smith. Thank you. The following students received a 95 or higher average in reading from the green team. Ava Alt, Henry Bartlebaugh, Thomas Bartlebaugh, Mia Caracciolo, Anthony Evanitsky, Alexa Jackson Fisher, Molly Gaffney, Carrie Hartman, Catherine Hill, Matthew Hill, Amanda Igo, Isabella Lydell, Declan Moran, and Mansi Patel. 95 or higher average in reading. The following students received a 95 or higher average in reading on the white team. Miranda Bailey, Liz Breglia, Treb Cacao, Jaden Capone, Rocco Cipriano, Madison Demek, Catherine Doherty, Isabel Guerra, Sadhu Jalot, Wyatt Pertuit, Nicholas Petruski, Brody Riley, Nevaeh Tompkins, and Esmerella Villanueva. '95 or higher average in English from the green team. Ava Alt, Henry Bartlebaugh, Thomas Bartlebaugh, Mia Caracciolo, Molly Gaffney, Catherine Hill, Matthew Hill, Amanda Igo, Isabel Lydell, Amaya Magliolo, Declan Moran, Emma Pace, Mansi Patel, Iana Smith, and Christian Yanez. From the white team, 95 or higher average in English, Miranda Bailey, Liz Breglia, Treb Cacao, Jaden Capone, Rocco Cipriano, Madison Demek, Catherine Doherty, Isabel Guerra, Sadhu Jalot, Wyatt Pertuit, Nicholas Petruski, Ryan Prothero, Brody Riley, Nevaeh Tompkins, Brian Villagomez, and Esmeralda Villanueva. A 95 or higher average in history from the green team. Ava Alt, Henry Bartlebaugh, Thomas Bartlebaugh, Mia Caracciolo, Donovan Cordaro, Armand Cruz, Molly Gaffney, Egypt Garcia Diaz, Damian Gomez, Catherine Hill, Matthew Hill, Amanda Igo, Alicia Jackson, Isabella Lydell, Amaya Maglioli, Declan Moran, Emma Pace, Mansi Patel, Trisha Patel, Iana Smith, Wanda Lees Valentine, and Christian Yanez. '95 or higher average in history from the white team. Liz Breglia, Treb Cacao, Madison Demek, Wyatt Pertuit, Brody Riley, Elaine Tirado Fernandez. And the last one for the academic awards in science, a 95 or higher average from the green team. Ava Alt, Henry Bartlebaugh, Mia Caracciolo, Catherine Hill, Matthew Hill, Amanda Igo, Isabella Lydell, Amaya Maglioli, Declan Moran, Sultana Wyman, Alexa Jackson Fisher, Rachel Rios, Thomas Bartlebaugh, Beleza David, Egypt Garcia Diaz, Giovanni Novello, Trisha Patel, Emma Pace, and Mansi Patel. and a 95 or higher average from the white team. In science, Miranda Bailey, Liz Breglia, Treb Cacao, Jaden Capone, Stephen Charlotte, Rocco Cipriano, Madison Demek, Catherine Doherty, Matthew Elliott, Isabel Guerra, Leslie Guevara, Sadhu Jalot, McKenna Knight, Nathan Matasavage, Tamara Parker, Krissa Patel, Wyatt Pertuit, Javante Pinto, Brody Riley, and Angela Sanchez. Congratulations to all those students. It's quite an honor, especially those of you who attain those averages in not only one class, but 2, 3, 4, and some of you in all 5 classes. Congratulations.
Good morning. I'm Mrs. McGrail, one of the school counselors. The Northeast Panther Star Award is unique to this year. As a school, we wanted to recognize those students who attended consistently, worked diligently, and promoted a positive learning environment in this tough educational year. The white team recipients of the Northeast Panther Stars are Treb Cacao. You can stand. Kagan Calpin. J. Den Day, Madison Demick, Lincoln McIver, Aiden Nolan, Wyatt Pertuit, Krissa Patel, Javante Pinto, Sidra Siddiqui, Cole Sherman, Prabina Subedi, and Nevaeh Tompkins.
And the green team stars are Ava Alt, Selena Arzan, Mia Harachila, Armand Cruz, Matthew Hill, Liam Lear, Declan Moran, Monsi Patel, Jane Schwartz, and Iana Smith.
And now we'd like to recognize those students that excelled in related arts. The Art Award, Ryan Prothero and Isabel Guerra. Family Consumer Science Award, Wyatt Pertuit and Savannah Callahan. Physical Education Award, Anthony Evanitsky and Lily Matthews. Technology Award, Treb Cacao and Catherine Doherty. Music Award, David Arneal. Spanish Award, Sadhu Jalot. And Panther Pride Awards, Christian D'Oliveria and Isaiah Rogers. Those students who were recognized for the Northeast Panther Stars and the Related Arts Awards, please meet Mr. Granahan before you leave. We want to get your picture taken and give you your certificate. Okay. At the end of the program. This year's Most Improved Student Awards are given out in remembrance of Miss Christy McDowell, our beloved school counselor and our friend who tragically passed away a few years ago. We feel that this is the most fitting award to honor her memory for many reasons. Christy was always quick to remind students, staff, and parents alike that even the students with the hardest of challenges had room to grow and improve. Christy was very good at listening to students as if they were the only ones in the building. She never rushed them and never made them feel that their problems were so small they were not worth her time. She never judged, never spoke about anyone harshly, and was always there to be supportive. Her ability to see beyond one's temporary flaws was truly a gift she gave to many of our Northeast students. Christy knew that they could and would improve and have all the success she wanted for them. We will forever be grateful for knowing her and forever remember what a kind, unselfish, and non-judgmental friend she was to all of us. The Green Team's unanimous choice for the Christy McDowell Award is a young woman who has grown substantially from her arrival to Northeast. In 7th grade, she simply did not make good choices. She was caught up in the drama of middle school and was easily influenced by those around her. Her attention was solely on her friends and her social life. It was clear that she was a different person at the start of 8th grade. While she shifted her focus to her grades, she lacked self-confidence. She reached out to her teachers constantly and simply did not trust her gut instincts. As the year progressed, she became more independent, more confident, and a true role model for her peers. She showed genuine concern and desire for self-growth, not just academically, but socially and emotionally as well. When facing an obstacle, she learned to feel and breathe her way through heavy emotions. Although she still wears her heart on her sleeve, she exhibits self-control and maturity beyond her years. She is a beautiful young woman, inside and out, and her teachers will miss her smile and big heart when she heads to high school next year. The Green Team is proud to name Alexa Jackson Fisher as the winner of this year's Christy McDowell Award. Come on up, hon.
I'm reading the following statement on behalf of the White Team teachers for the Most Improved Student. Without a doubt, this has been a school year unlike any other. As everyone knows, we were all in virtual school for more than 3 out of 4 quarters this year. Motivation for many students has been hard to even find, much less to sustain. However, even taking into consideration the overwhelming situations that our students have experienced, one of our White Team students has risen to the challenges to such an extent that we, the White Team teachers, have unanimously agreed that he is our most improved student of the year. We hardly knew him until hybrid school started, but when we met him, we were delighted to have this polite and respectful young man in our classroom. He greets us with a friendly hello and diligently gets to work to the moment we give the assignments. He is willing to ask for and accept help when needed. He has clearly changed from a student who only occasionally did his work to the conscientious, cooperative, hard-working student that he is today. Despite the difficult circumstances that this year has presented to students, he has learned to adapt and improve academically. In fact, he has improved dramatically since the beginning of the school year. His performance, participation, and positive attitude towards school and learning have put him in a good position to have a successful transition to high school. And so, without further ado, the White Team proudly presents the Most Improved Student Award to Lucien Balola. Congratulations. Thank you for your hard work. The next award is the Damian White Award. It is a unique award named in memory of our beloved history and math teacher, Mr. White. He was witty, a lover of all sports, and certainly one of Northeast's biggest fans. Northeast faculty and staff choose the winners amongst a list of candidates who have fulfilled the following requirements: participating in at least 2 sports or athletic clubs and events this year, performing to academic potential with interest in history and/or math, being a team player in and out of the classroom, and lastly, having a sense of humor like our Mr. White. This year's first recipient was a member of the school's basketball, softball, and ski club. Her basketball coach says she is an extremely hardworking and competitive player. She always came to practice with a good attitude and is the ultimate team player. Her natural talents, dedication, and great sense of humor will take her far in life. Her algebra teacher says that she is kind, considerate, and conscientious student. She is an excellent model for what a Northeast Panther should be. She is always up for a challenge both in the classroom and on the field or court. Although she is quiet in nature, she chooses to lead by example in the classroom and beyond. She successfully balances her many athletic commitments and classroom obligations. She always has a smile on her face, is ready to lend a hand, and has truly used her time at Northeast well. We are proud to name Catherine Hill as the first winner of this year's Damian White Award.
The second winner is as consistent of a student as a teacher can come by, especially in one of the most trying years in educational history. He always showed up. He always performed to the best of his ability, and he was never afraid to ask a question if something seemed even the slightest bit off. He maintained a 100 average in history class for the entire school year, all while still making the time to share a joke or two with his teachers, to bring some humor to the table in a time when we could all use it the most. His basketball coach called him an extraordinary young man. He was a true leader on and off the court. On numerous occasions, he assisted his team by setting up teammates to score, reminding them of positions for plays, and being a voice from the bench. In practice, he led drills, worked through mistakes and with teams, and took it a step further by assisting teammates off the court with academic struggles as well. Players gravitated towards him, and that has everything to do with how naturally he leads his peers. His leadership, kindness, and all-around selflessness go much bigger than basketball and will carry him to amazing things in life. The second winner of the Damian White Award is a member of the cross-country, basketball, and baseball teams, as well as the ski club. Congratulations, Henry Bartlebaugh.
The Joseph Caputo Award is awarded to the student who best personifies Mr. Caputo's love, loyalty, and service to Northeast. This should be a person who for 3 years has been hardworking, cooperative, and has contributed greatly to the school. Our first winner is a hardworking student who rarely, if ever, missed a day of virtual school. Quite the accomplishment in and of itself. When we began hybrid school, he dependently showed up with energy and with enthusiasm. His love for learning is evident in everything he does, from the simplest to the most complex assignments. Not coincidentally, his academic achievements are stellar. Finally, even though we all have to wear masks, No mask is a match for this young man's brightness. His agreeable and personable nature shines through all day long. He has been a wonderful addition to our classes and is worthy recipient of the Caputo Award. Congratulations, Rocco Cipriano.
The second recipient of this year's Caputo Award is a conscientious and diligent student. Her enthusiasm and desire for success are inspiring. It was a challenging year for all of us as we transitioned to and met the challenges of a virtual classroom. Yet she worked through the challenges we faced this year, demonstrated patience in the process, and always participated. She is always pleasant to talk to and willing to engage in conversation. She demonstrates a level of maturity in doing so and yet still maintains a youthful spirit. She is a delightful student and is a deserving recipient of the Caputo Award. Congratulations, Kate Doherty. The Nancy Lyons Award. As sixth graders, Northeast students learn and recite our Panther pledge to be positive and respectful students who do the right thing every day. 3 years later, 2 students have been recognized as committed and excellent examples of Panthers in and out of the classroom with our annual Nancy Lyons Award. It is only fitting that such an award also be named in memory of our much-loved staff member, Nancy Lyons, who passed away 4 years ago. Nancy brightened any room she entered and effortlessly made you feel important and loved. She was a true Panther who always watched out for and helped those struggling, hurting, or simply in the need of a hug. At her funeral, Nancy's brother told a story of how he was often bullied and often told to stop being a Nancy when he was younger. The taunting phrase of his childhood is now one he strives to live his life by, and he challenged all in attendance to be a Nancy. We can easily interchange our school motto of be a Panther with be a Nancy. In fact, the plaques given to today's winners read, for showing compassion, generosity, and selflessness to all, be a Nancy. It is important to note that the winners of the school-wide Positive Behavior Nancy Lyons Award were nominated by their peers for consistently showing compassion to others. The first recipient of the Nancy Lyons Award has truly grown into himself this year. He is dedicated and gives 125% in all that he does. He is a genuine friend to anyone and everyone around him. Kids often turn to him for assurance or clarity rather than asking the teacher. And he never turns anyone away. In fact, he wouldn't hesitate to give his time and energy to helping someone at school, even if it meant he would have to work to do on his own at home later. He is the kind of student that teachers look for in their own classes because he exudes a mature sense of responsibility, self-awareness, and kindness. He knows the importance of being an active part of the school community and is the perfect example of a Panther in the classroom and on many athletic fields and courts. He has sincere pride in his school and his peers and would easily engage in a debate on why Northeast is the best intermediate school around. Most importantly, he knows that life isn't about winning. It's about showing up, giving your all, and lifting up those around you, just like Nancy did. We are proud to name Thomas Bartlebaugh as one of our first winners of the Nancy Lyons Award.
The next winner for the Nancy Lyons has a smile and positive attitude that could easily brighten the darkest of rooms upon entering. She truly is a cheerleader in every sense of the word. She has a way of encouraging all around her to be the best that can be. With a kind word or a gentle smile, no one feels or is left out when she is around. Need a pencil? She's got one. Have an errand? She's your girl. Her math teacher fondly calls her the class CEO, as she often takes care of everyone and everything in the class without ever being asked or expected to do so. Somehow, she is never ever in a bad mood. Her glass is always full, and her kind and sweet demeanor naturally inspires those around her. She is an old soul with a heart of gold, who we are positive would have shared a special bond with our Nancy. We are proud to announce Maggie Scaris as our first winner of the Nancy Lyons Award. Okay. What a challenge and exhausting time it has been this past school year to get to this point. I'm so proud of all of you as well as your parents for rising to the unique challenges this past year and a half has presented. We have all had to learn to navigate uncharted territory. Students, parents, and staff were all challenged to meet the expectations of a virtual world. And I must say, we all rose to get over those obstacles. We all had to learn to utilize computer technology, which we were not familiar with. I know we've all thought to ourselves at least once, how will I make it through this year? We each took it a day at a time, put one foot in front of the other, and we managed to get to this point. The past 2 years have been a lesson on adaptability, perseverance, and determination. You have definitely shown us that you have what it takes to make it in this world. You are all resilient. This class was split in half last year, with one team going to south and the other to west. This year, students weren't able to be together in person until April, and even then, your contact with your peers was limited. I know you were deprived of many opportunities this past school year, especially spending time with your peers, but you can make it up. I challenge you to make the most of the next 4 years of high school. Get involved with clubs, activities, and sports. Meet new friends by being kind and thoughtful to your peers. These are the things that will help you to have a sense of connectedness to your school community that we all missed during this past year. On behalf of myself, Mrs. McGrail, and Northeast, good luck with the challenge and welcome to the Scranton Knights Campus of Champions.
Okay, before we conclude, we did have one more student come in a little bit late, so I'd like to announce one more student who was part of this class, Tamani Poteet. Okay, any of the students who were announced as either Northeast Panther Star Award winners, were any of the Related Arts Awards winners, the Panther Pride Award winners, or any of the special awards at the end. After you process out, if you could just wait back there because we have certificates for you, and they may want to take some pictures. Parents and family, a couple announcements. First, we're going to have the students process out. They're going to go directly outside because we have to clean up the auditorium and get it ready for the next presentation for South. I'd ask that the families upstairs, when you leave, you go out the steps, out through the cafeteria. Actually, don't come down the steps, go straight to the cafeteria. And those families down here, if you could just wait till all the kids leave, and then if you could just please go right outside. The PTA did put together a little get-together for parents with the children across the street at the Scranton Half Marathon Pavilion. So thank you very much to our PTA. We're very grateful for what they've done. and I invite you to go across the street to the pavilion with your children. And I think that's it. That's it? Okay. So, students, if you could please stand and process out once the teachers tell you to. And folks, thank you. Have a wonderful and safe summer.